coming from. You know where they come from. So when we talk, you know I'm talking from the lion's mouth. And I talk nothing but the truth. So help me God. So tonight, or this evening, I am here to be your masters of ceremony. Awesome. I am going to be your master of ceremony for this afternoon. And I can tell you, the energy already is palpable. I can hardly hear myself. When I drove in, I couldn't find nowhere to park, and I'm here almost an hour now. So imagine who not come yet. Central Westmoreland, I want to pick you up. Yes, I want to pick you up. Everybody now! On your feet! Everybody!
Mr. Chairman, my colleague on the platform, Danny from Eastern Westmoreland, Leroy, St. James Central, Darrell, my friend, we're putting upon branch register, George, and all of us, councillors, council caretaker. I am honored to be here in Westmoreland today with you all. I have to speak early, come here, drive back to St. Catherine tonight. And I'm proud to be here. When others abandon Judge Wright as minister, I was here with Judge Wright to enroll the project. We all sin and come short of the glory of God. We don't condemn each other. Okay? And I'm proud to have been associated with George Wright all this time. Good MP, I want to say right now, in every constituency, you have this granted labor rights. I don't get this, I don't get that. Can't get. But members at PMP control Yasso for years. He just come. Then he just come. Moreland just come. Give a look at time, man. They try to represent the needy and the greedy. So work with them. I've been to constituency of this country. They complain about the member of parliament. And as Saint St. Mary, in my constituency, they complain. In Andrew Holness, they complain. You can't satisfy every right. But if you don't like the MP, it's a feedback man. It's a feedback man. The issue is, you may not like the MP. Lord man, turn it down, it's a feedback in my ears. I can't ever go say, whatever. Look, the issue is, stop complain. As I said at the constituencies, you may not like him in parliament. You don't want him. He may be an asshole. But maybe him better than PMP asshole. Yes. So work with him. think you'll vote for George Wright? When go behind the screen, close your eyes. We're not using language just now. But using your eyes. And say, me a vote for Andrew Wallace. Now George Wright, don't stay home. Vote for your party. There's a reason anywhere must stay home and vote for your candidate. You like a candidate? Vote for Andrew Wallace, Labour Party. Put the X beside the fucking bell. Put it beside the bell. And stop that nonsense about your member of parliament. PNP is a cult. Not PNP now still never vote. A vote. I am not one of those who talk about the 3-week seat in Westmoreland gone. No. I have confidence in my colleagues in Westmoreland to take on the 3 seats. Now tell the language. This afternoon, I was up my good friend Ben Vance. I said, my brother, I've been here today. He said, yes, me know, Mr. Don Flyer. Me say, me have come defend George Wright. Me your friend, but politics senior to friendship. First, we proceeded. And I'm prepared to assist George Wright in every way possible, even financially, to be re-elected to Parliament. He has been a good member of Parliament, notwithstanding what is about him. But you defend yourself. I'm prepared to defend George Wright to the hill to be re-elected. You don't do it, my friend. So stop talking about when you get from your member of Parliament. You have PNP control every 30 and 40 years. The first time you have 3 JP member of Parliament. Work with them. Work with them. Don't talk about you no get. Talk about what your neighbor get, you come in the get. And George get a walk on road from me. Down here. So work with him. Work with him. You don't like George? You like Danny? You like Westmoreland? Close the goddamn eye. Hold your nose to fart. And take a pencil and put the X beside the bell for Andrew Wallace Labour Party. So let's see I was going to talk about the duties of labor rights in each constituency. I got a call half an hour ago to deal with Mark Golin ancestral lineage. So I'm going to do it again. In great-grandfather, Benjamin Nunes, Esther Nunes, were slave owners. We, growing up in this country, we thought it was only white missionaries from England that were slave owners. No, you have white slave owners too. You have white Jewish slave owners. Mark Golden, great-grandfather, Benjamin Nunes and Esther Nunes, a Jew. They buried in a Union Street, Jewish cemetery, Montego Bay. Okay? And hold on. We are Christians, so go. Who killed Christ? The Jew. All right. Jew killed Christ, Mark Golden, a Jew. Why you know that? Not only that he's white, but Jew killed Christ. And we love Christ. In his great-grandfather will, probated April 18, 1835. And Benjamin Nunes begin thus. Jamaica, in the name of God, amen. I, Benjamin Nunes, of the person named James, in the county of Cornwall of Jamaica, being in weak body and soul mind. I dead. Since a weak in body. This is my last will and testament Whereas two instruments to Dr. William Gordon in Chosios from Gordon in Gordon Hill. He said, give them £1 each. He said, I where them entitled to the compensation from the British government for a great number of slaves in my possession. It means that Mark Golding, great-grandfather, one of the largest slave owners in Jamaica. And he may state, say why Esther Newman must keep it for them after death. He said must be distributed among the 8 people. Tenant in common, so it transcends all the wealth down to them. The people name Robert, Sarah, Maria, Benjamin, Raphael, Matilda, Emily, and Charles. Matilda is a great-grandmother of Mark Golding. Benjamin Eunice and Esther Eunice, Jewish slave owner, begot Matilda Eunice, the 6th picnic. Matilda Eunice married to Harry Tyson. The produced name Henry Isaac Tyson. This son, Henry Isaac Tyson, brought forth a daughter named Isabel Tyson. This Isabel Tyson have a picnic named Logan Levy. And Mark Golding of St. James said, Cambridge, my grandfather was born in Cambridge, St. James. A damn lie. Logan Levy state, I was born in Havana, Cuba, not St. James. I renounce my Cuban citizenship to take up U.S. citizenship. It is my bona fide intention to renounce forever all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state of sovereignty, and particular Cuba, who I'm a subject. So either Mark Golding is a effing liar or calling grandfather liar. Logan Levy, daughter, get Alice Levy. We're married to John Golding, and then son name Mark Golding. In St. Grandfather born at St. James and sister from St. James, I said either is a liar or his grandfather is a liar. In grandfather said he was the greatest owner of slave in this country. Those plantation owners destroyed us and our ancestors. Those plantation owners, they rob, starve, and rape our parents. Some are Golding descend of rapists. For the rape of grandparents, they can't feel. Some of our Golding wealth today is very wealthy. The first wealth came from that inherit, from the slave trade. The second one is from Finsack. So you can't talk damn nonsense. They rob us. We should not ask the government, the US government, for reparation. Because the British government pay ready to go up to Mark Golding ancestors. So any reparation, Mark Golding must pay it from fee money when inherit. Time come for Mark Golding to pay reparation to Jamaican descendants of slaves. His grandparents owned and the slave money inherited. So instead of Jamaica even think of electing him, Jamaica must all Mark Golding say pay back what you owe and take your effort of yourself. Yes, Mark. Now, Mark Golding said the last year that you are when you say when you six, when you call it 6 of them, 6 what? There when you say 6 and what? No. When you say what's about 6, when you say there, when you call it 6 and what? Huh? Elite 6. Last year, they said we have Elite 6. And Mark Olin said, none of my money including Elite 6. All right. The Intercommission said they have investigated and concluded the investigation in the Elite 6. All right. They say you have 6 more now. I am calling Mark Golden to declare which 3 members of his party no are the 3. Since they say the 6 Labour Party people investigated and they're now free. You white slave man, now tell us who are you 3 people in that 6 in that 3 now? No, sir, go. But we could never, my brothers and sisters, go back. Elect a white Jewish man. When he put in his chain, lead us again? Not at all. We have Andrew Holness, the greatest premise we have seen, producing this in this country, in every aspect of this country. We can't turn it back now. Can't turn it back. So I'm asking you all in Westmoreland, support George Wright. Support Danny over the sun, Lawrence. Support the Jamaican Party ticket. You may hear George like him to R. You may hear Danny to F. What me say? Forget it. Vote for Labour Party and Andrew Holness. Now, can you this like your member of Parliament? Just hold your nose so far. Go and then put the X beside the bell for Andrew Holness to make a party. My brothers, looking forward to serve them. Serve them. Give me Andrew Holness money again. Hey! Andrew Holness, what are you wrong with you? Let me go and talk to Andrew Holness, what the fuck wrong with you? Hey, fuck around. Andrew Holness, give me that, who me left. I'm not here. No. Andrew Holness, you want to get away? Are you Andrew Holness? Andrew Holness, yes. Dash. Dear excitement, join us on stage. It's the hardest working ministry of hate, the best working minister of transport that we have seen. Are you ready? Please give it up for Minister Darrell Paul. Labour Rise of Westmoreland. Good evening. I am here coming from St. James
and heading to Manchester. I am a man on a mission. And that mission is to deliver a third term to Andrew Michael Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party administration. I am on a mission to preach the political gospel of what this government has accomplished, what more we have to do, and compare it with the opposition who has no plans, no performance, no policies, only so-so, bad mind, and wrong talk. Every time I mention the word bad mind, you see them vex because they know that if it's one thing Jamaican people don't like, is bad mind. One thing Jamaican people don't like is when you're covetous and you're envious of people and their belongings. So they are on a campaign of negativity. Everything the government do that is good, they give us no credit because they are bad mind. When you ask them what are they going to do, they think up something and tell you. And when they tell you, they can't tell you how they're going to finance it. Because they have no plans and no policies. And they don't have anything to say to criticize this administration because we are doing all the right things. We might not be doing it in the time that plenty of people would want. But I say to you, remember where we are coming from in relation to our economy and where we are now. Remember where we're coming from with crime and where we are now. Where we're coming from, road and water, and where we are now. Where we are with transportation, JUTC, 270 new buses in 2 years since I'm Minister of Transport. Extend the JUTC routes from Montego Bay Metro that's serving Westmoreland and Hanover and parts of St. Elizabeth. And it's not all bus, a good new bus, we're comfortable and people can enjoy. But you know the one that burn them the wickedest? The school bus. That is when you know that these people are evil and no good. When you can grudge school children of a safe, efficient, organized ride to school and back, knowing what we have gone through for decades, you know that bad mind is really, when you look it up, and you look up in the dictionary or Google, and you see bad mind, you're supposed to see PNP beside it. Because they are the most bad-minded people. So let me tell you, because who God bless, no man curse. And as they say, Tom drunk, but Tom a fool. You know what the PNP remind me of? You know what the PNP remind me of? Every day, they go on the platform and then promise house, then promise school grant, them promise everything. And the next day, when you ask them how it go, them can't tell you. Everybody in Westmoreland knows that when you want to hear argument and discussion, you're going to your local rum bar. And the man who drink the most rum, and the man who talk the most, and promise out everything. Promise money, promise woman, promise everything. And the next year, when you see him, after he wake up, and he's still drunk, and you say to him, Master, what about the goat you promised me last night? Master Joe said, sure man, I rum talk that man. That is the People's National Party. That is the People's National Party. Bad mind and rum talk. That is how you describe them. As against a government that is going to serve and continue to serve the people and give them what they deserve. So let me tell you now, because them have all kind of things I talk about. Mark Golding, a bad man in the bus. Michael Phillips, who just over the road there in Manchester, a rural MP, a bad man in the bus. Damian Crawford, we can't find a seat in all over the place. A bad man in the bus. Dayton Campbell, who left from St. when born and come down, you know, say I look safe seat. A bad man in the bus. Let me tell you, you saw that 25 of the bus come last week, and then another 63 coming this week, and then the other 23 coming next week. Westmoreland is going to be served by 8 schools, 8 buses, 11 schools, and I'm going to go further, so that them can't tell you no foolishness. You're getting 4 32-seater bus. You're getting 4 54-seater bus. And you're getting 2 74-seater bus. That means that when you wake up in the morning and you carry your child, or your child go to the taxi stand or the bus terminal, and the first thing I hear, no schoolers, no schoolers, no schoolers. This Labour Party government this September morning, that will change to schoolers only, because nobody else can go on the people them school bus. Only they can go on the school bus. Across all 14 parishes, the service will be introduced. And most importantly, taximan love it, because taximan don't want to carry the schoolers because they now get the fare we never get for the adults. So we're helping the taximan them to concentrate on the big people, and we concentrate on the children, because that is the future of Jamaica. So we are fighting the taximan them, because school children know have to sit down in a big man lap and then throw them in the back like how you put crap or goat and pack them up with all their foot and hang over the car window. It's a damn disgrace. And for the People's National Party to be criticizing that alone should make them be voted out, landslide, and send them back in with a bad mind. It costs between $300 and $600 per day per child in rural Jamaica to go to school. So much so that grandma and mommy and daddy have to decide sometime that will pick one child because they can't afford to send 4 to school. So they pick the one that look the brightest and pray and hope so him get through or she get through, that can help the other one them at a later date. This government is going to allow parents to send all their children to school and give all of them equal opportunity, because $100 a day per child is $400 a day for 4 children to go to school and come back. And anybody don't mind that, burn them out. So, if you look at that, a parent is going to save $180,000 a year by what happens now as against what is going to happen September morning. Because $50 each trip, no matter how far the trip is, once it's a school bus, it is $50. And I'm going to leave you with the best part. It is going to be cashless. They're going to have a student card that they swipe when they go on the bus and they swipe when they come off on the bus. You know what that means? You, the parents, will be able to know that your child has boarded the bus and your child has come off of the bus, as well as the school will be able to know where the children are. Anybody that's like that, point them out. Run that music there. Run that. Run that. So as I come down, as I'm heading to Manchester, you have the commitment of this minister and this government. We are going to launch the 110 school bus in September. It is going to serve 258 schools all island out of 650 schools with a population of about 600,000 students. 328,000 students can benefit from the first 110. But there are other transport arrangements that schools have with private contractors that we do not intend to trouble, because that is their bread and butter. But this government, when we are elected for the 3rd term, within 2 years, 26 and 27, we will service all 850 schools across Jamaica with a dedicated rural school bus system. Argument done. That is my commitment. My other responsibility is electricity, and the cost of electricity is too high. I have already toured with George Wright and the other MPs in Westmoreland, and the rural electrification program will be carried out to those communities that still do not have electricity formally. We, the government, are going to pay the $150,000 to wire your house, because 99.9% of the people who want to get formal cannot afford the $150,000. This government is going to pay the $150,000 for all of the rural electrification houses. How are you going to change that? How are you going to change that? Work has started already and will continue. And I will be back down here in due course to make sure I tour to see where we are with that process. For those of you who connect and get connected to JPS, the average light bill, Chris, is about $8,000 to $10,000 a month for the householders that are getting back on the grid formally. This government is going to pay $4,000 a month for 6 months for every household that goes on the rural electrification program, half of your JPS bill. That is for prepaid. You get a prepaid meter, which will allow you to monitor your usage. So you know at the middle of the month, if you put aside $10,000, you got $8,000, you have to cut right back down. So you will be in charge of your own destiny. Good things are happening. Good things are going to continue to happen. Do not watch the noise, watch the sale. And if you watch the sale, you're watching Labour Party. If you're watching the noise, because empty barrels make the most noise. That is what PNP is. We must not allow this country to go off track from the good work that this administration. This government is not going to come on the platform to cuss our opposition opponents. We campaign on performance. They campaign on attacking personalities. That is the difference. That is the difference between clean heart, good heart, and bad mind. Wish you nothing good. The only good must happen is to them and them cabal. Laborites, those who are still not made up their mind, who may be watching, I am going to go through the length and breadth of this country and reason with the people of Jamaica to make the right decision. And I tell you that by the middle of July, your school buses will be coming through to test the routes. You will see them, feel them, and touch them. And September morning is going to be a new day born for the suffering parents and children of rural Jamaica. You have my commitment on that. And that is what about them. That is what frightened them. Because if you have that, Peter Phillips was the Minister of Transport. He became opposition leader. Never did one thing about rural school bus. Michael Phillips himself is now the spokesperson. Never done one thing. No minister, no administration has ever put together a plan like what we have put to deal with the school children once and for all. Again, I say to you, preach it day and night. Look on my social media, you get all the details. Anything you don't know that you want to know, just ask a question, because everything is there. All boxes checked off to make sure that the children of this country get a bright future that they deserve. I wish you all well. Reach home safely, and remember, you are the heartbeat of the Jamaica Labour Party. Without you, there is no Andrew Hollis. Without you, there is no Christoph Dunn. Without you, there is no Westmoreland MPs. Without you, there is no Daryl Vaz. Work hard for your party and deliver the victory. And I will see you again shortly. God bless you. Love you. On the move. On the move. On the move. Labor rights! The minister said to you just now, make the calling of the election sure. This is where we are. This election is so consequential to Jamaicans. Some people might be too young, Minister Tufton, to remember the 18 years under PNP. But we have seen the light. We have seen a brighter future for Jamaica. And as such,
we have to continue to build and to continue to install and implement these legacies that we have seen under this government. So workers, the ball is yours. Work for your party's cause. You love your party? Do you love the Labour Party? No, sir, I can't hear you. Let me hear you love the Labour Party. Everybody then, you love the party? What you saying? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? When you want to get me up, a man that has the tenacity to lead Westmoreland Western into prosperity. Are you ready? Please have a welcome, Dr. Garfield James.
Selector, this is not a stage show, it's a conference. The chairman said that he saw the light, but I was saved by the bell. Danny Lawrence, Member of Parliament for Eastern Labour Rights, let me hear you. Labour Rights for Central, let me hear you. Labour Rights for Western Westmoreland, let me hear you. Andrew Holness, Labour Rights, let me hear you. One message. Now that the introduction is done, I want you to listen. And I'm not going to shout because I'm using a mic. There are several heavyweights in terms of speakers who are left to come. There are several heavyweights who deliver in the midst of this excitement and energy that you are displaying. You must leave this conference with information. Information that you are going to use as warriors of the Jamaican Labour Party to go out there and ensure that you can convince and motivate and encourage those who are on the sideline to join the line. Lest we would have failed. And that is not our intention. So I want you to listen when the speakers are speaking so that you leave with additional information. Western Westmoreland may have one message to deliver. One message to deliver. And I want you to understand that the groundwork necessary to win is being done. And we will deliver Western Westmoreland in the winning column for the Jamaica Labour Party. So, I want you to understand that while we come to the conferences and we listen to the message, at the end of the day, the real and the hard work must be done on the ground. Labor rights, do not take anything for granted. This election is a serious election, and we must win, and we will win, because you are going to ensure that that happens. So I want you to leave with the intrinsic motivation, understanding that the winning team is in charge, and you are the one who are going to ensure that we return and remain in charge. Labor rights. Labor rights. We have a job to do. And when you leave here, you are to get on the phones. You are to go by the neighbors who you were talking with. You are to reach out to your friends in the States, popularly known as the diaspora, and ensure to tell them that the election is this year. So they're supposed to listen out for the announcement and get ready to book tickets to come home, because them can't stay over there and vote. So you see how much responsibilities may I give you? 3 simple objectives. Start reaching out to your neighbors. Mend those fences. Fix those relationships. And ensure that you are adding someone new to your list. Because at the end of the day, we will win this election. And you are the warriors who are going to ensure that it is done. Labor rights, I love all of you. We are going to do this together. God bless you. In the east, them can't hide, them can't run, and we are going to mash them up. All protocols observed, ministers, MPs, caretakers, councillors, president, oh my good friend, namesake, welcome to Westmoreland. George, the man, I am here with you, sir. Enough respect. Yeah, man. Workers and supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, Westmoreland, shower labor rights. I am here tonight just to tell you one thing, because I will not be long. But there was a news item on CVM last night. We just want to get something clear. Not even a stone don't hit the hog yet, and him start to squeal. Just imagine if a stone did hit him. But just to tell you, we in Westmoreland Eastern, we are peaceful people. We work for the betterment of our constituency.
Last year, when we have the local government election, every posters, every banners was up. Nobody moved any. There was none taken down across the entire constituency. We even have some rattling now dropping off, councillors and nobody trouble them. All of a sudden we hear now that we are tearing down posters for persons who put up them posters. And it is not so, Labour Right and Jamaica. We don't do that. And just to let you know, we don't have a problem with who come in there trying to say people having problem with him. Everybody know from the beginning where the problem start and who don't want him. I know we the Labour Rights sister. After him, all supporter them say they don't want him. We don't have nothing to do with him posters. We don't have no reason to take them down. Because him have who to take them down for him already. After him, all people them, I take them down. And him I blame Labour Rights and Labour Rights I take down him posters. So Labour Rights. Labour Rights, me, your LP Westmoreland Eastern, drive around me alone in the constituency, day, night, anytime, because I have the love for the people, and the people have the love for me. Labour Right area, PNP area, me alone go there. Me no follow back a man. Me a no shadow. Me a no huggy back. Me a no piggyback. Me travel the constituency and build relations with people for myself. I am not a rejected person. And I don't stop who him come to gain their support, who is rejecting him from rejecting him, because they love me and I love them. And we it's just to do the work and continue to do the work one day at a time. All the problem we have in Easter now is just people want to know when is their turn, because they know the work in the constituency is going on right across. The only thing is that when is our turn? When is our term? When we will get our work done? But we will get there. What we can finish now before the election, we will do them in the next term, because we know in Eastern that the Jamaica Labour Party is alive and well. Who come and believe that they can come from wherever people reject them and come to Eastern, impose themselves and believe that Westmoreland people are still idiots. They're making a sad mistake. Westmoreland people wise now. They're not going back this time. They're not going back. They have Danny Lawrence who is taking care of their business on a daily basis and they are comfortable with it. So who come and complain, they must know where them come from, where them complain. One thing I have to tell them before I come down, it no matter how far you travel and no matter how far you go, you still cannot hide from yourself. Remember that. I know you're educated enough and you must understand simple language. You can't hide from yourself. No matter where you go. Liberals, I am a part of a government that I'm very, very proud to be a part of. The Andrew Holness-led government, who is doing the work nationally, who is allowing me to do the work in the constituency, and who will continue to do the work through lower crime rate. Westmoreland Eastern is peaceful now. People can start keep their dance again and enjoy themselves again. Farmers getting their supplies through their member of parliament. Persons all over the place benefiting from government social programs. We're doing work on health centers all over. Schools, so the work continue and the people them are satisfied. We don't want no newcomer, we don't want no outsider, we don't want no rejected. We are good where we are. We have the right team, the right government, and we will continue, labor rights, to choose Michael Holness, and we will continue to choose Jamaica. Shower labor rights.
Who are we now? Who are we now? Ready, never brighter. Are you ready? From Central Kingston, please everyone come. Let's roll. Shout, 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 shout. Music, music. Come on, let's go. Like, give yours. Help me now. Get your feet up, party angle. We're coming on.
Boy, labor rights. What a real party, nice. And then my life comes up on my killer. The bad mind kick in and kick over. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Show a labor rights. Show a labor rights. Show a labor rights. They will try all sorts of things when I touch the rope on them. But from the 4th of January, I told them that I will be on the road terrorizing them day and night. So hear me now. Upon receiving the invitation to be here, I couldn't hesitate. After working with my own member of parliament in Central Kingston for 2 days, I feel comfortable. So it means I can take set for some other people. Westmoreland was once a stomping ground for the PNP. This was once their republic. 3 parliamentary seats and 14 local government seats. For decades, every time they start their campaign, I saw them come first. And you have taught them a fundamental lesson to take poor people for food. So hear me now. I was born at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. And then my mom brought me home in Warmington. Shortly after, she separated with my father. So I went to Horatio Drive in Chancery Hall. I lived in a modest structure, board house, pit toilet, no running water, and choke electricity. I had to boom drive to school in Warmington. I had to beg drive. I had to sing on bus. I attended 2 basic school, 1 infant, 2 primary, 1 all age, 1 high school, and I continue till I have a decent education. So none of them can fool me. I am the only individual that they will place as a candidate, and they have to formally write to me and tell me why. And they have to beg me to say the course with them. But hear me now. My bloodline is from their compound Maroons. A long time when I like slave masters. I have served that movement for over 2 decades. I gave them my all. And a boy and a girl over there can't say them they are my knee. My blood, sweat, and tears. I have some liberty to take with me now. But I'm going to do it in Central Kingston when we launch that campaign. Because they took some liberty with me down there. And I am going to deal with them properly. So hear me now. When they conducted their pollings across the island, I had the highest voter intention nationally. No more Golding, not even Campbell, not even Crawford, not even Lisa Hanna when they poll her in Eastern St. Andrew. So how can you discard something of value? I look like you. I look like you. I sound like you. I am from you. I honor, honor, and I left you. I am your picnic. And you wouldn't want your child to sit a test or go on an interview and pass and get the work. You will be most upset. So hear me now. My situation is like the ordinary man. I grew up in an inner city community. I have no criminal record. I purchased my home in Phoenix Park and purchased 2 cars and invested in politics. And when I left, I racked up debt close to 30 million. I had to allow them to repossess my house and sold 2 of my vehicles so I can be financially healthy and stable again. I made sacrifices. Look, when them did I go to school, a taxi bring them to school, I only champion we know them are telling them. Because we don't hear about them classmates at any other school. So we want to see them burn paper. We want to know where you're born. When we first ask you how much nationality you have, and you get off the plane with your wife. You did a video. You floated a video. Testing.
It never can stop this man. Stop fire. Check. Turn it up. If you ever think you can stop, it's a fire from this. It's a fire from cool. Lawrence,
So hear me now. I will put speakers there. I will have other opportunities elsewhere. But I serve as their data manager. I'm one of the targets for all constituency divisions and polling divisions. And I went on the road in 2024. And just before that, and as good as they perform in 2024, had it been a general election, the seat count would be 32-31 in favor of Andrew Michael Holness. 1 year later, polls have been conducted across the island, and we see marked polling numbers plummeting. We know the term is not loading. It has loaded, and we are ready for the green light. It's under right. So, I have journeyed across as leader. And I remember on the 29th of this, and in January when she was sworn in as Prime Minister, she held Dr. Andrew Michael Holness's hand and said, "This is my son." Now as Portia Pitney, Andrew is my brother, and just as how I trusted her, I have to trust my brother to continue her legacy. Unemployment is low, poverty is low, debt to GDP is on the right path, and I am saying to my brother, Brogard, give the green light. We're ready. Central Westmoreland.
Are you proud to be a Labourite? Are you proud to be a Jamaican? Let's choose Jamaica! This is not time for no cynicism. This is not time for us to play the lazy game. We cannot make any mistake in this election. Jamaica needs us. Jamaica needs the Jamaica Labour Party. At this point in time, I am going to be introducing to you a man just like myself who has seen the light. A man who has leadership skills to run with some refugee who made their way from over and over inside the parish. A man that has the tenacity to lead Westmoreland Western into prosperity. Are you ready? Please have a welcome, Dr. Garfield James.
Selector, this is not a stage show, it's a conference. The chairman said that he saw the light, but I was saved by the bell. Danny Lawrence, Member of Parliament for Eastern Labour Rights, let me hear you.
Labour rights for Central, let me hear you. Labour rights for Western Westmoreland, let me hear you. And join us, Labour rights, let me hear you. One message. One message.
Now that the introduction is done, I want you to listen. And I'm not going to shout because I'm using a mic. There are several heavyweights in terms of speakers who are left to come. There are several heavyweights who deliver in the midst of this excitement and energy that you are displaying. You must leave this conference with information. Information that you are going to use as warriors of the Jamaican Labour Party to go out there and ensure that you can convince and motivate and encourage those who are on the sideline to join the line. Lest we would have failed. And that is not our intention. So I want you to listen when the speakers are speaking
so that you leave with additional information. Westmoreland may have one message to deliver. One message to deliver.
This is not time for no cynicism. This is not time for us to play the lazy game. We cannot make any mistake in this election. Jamaica needs us. Jamaica needs the Jamaica Labour Party. And this, you did a video. You floated a video. You believe me that he is a son of the soil. Are you ready? Outside of Central Centuries, the one who will remain as MP when the elections are called. Leroy Clark. Mr. Chairman, Councillor Miles, my colleague, Danny Lawrence, Minister Tufton, councillors and council caretakers, management team from Central Westmoreland, my very good friend, George Wright, the man. Labour rights. If we should bring back Bob Marley in here tonight, and for Bob Marley to speak to George Wright, he would have used a song and said to him, say, you're coming in from the cold. And Bob Marley would not leave Jimmy Cliff, because Jimmy Cliff would have said to George Wright, the harder they come, the harder they fall, doing bars and all. But you know, the elders them inside this place here, them know what's up. George, come here. See now? You pick him up, you lick him down, he bounce right back. What a hard man today.
before I go further, let me say to the lovely ladies that travel with me from St. James Central, one love, them there with me all the while. We don't take talk. For labor rights from Central Westmoreland. We are God-loving people. And the book of Psalms, it says to us, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners. Understand, labor right now walking on them way. But labor right, the same Bible tell us, we are like the tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in its season, a third with the one. So I want to say to Westmoreland people, understand, we're not going back, we're going forward. Don't you hear the bells are ringing? Yet let us hear the bells are ringing, because this is what we are going to use to energize our labor right, because whatever. Hey, what happened? Uno hot? Talk to me, no man, uno hot? Well, if Ryan was here, why would I say, send me hot, send me hot, send me hot? You understand? But I'm here to introduce and to recommend and to confirm and to support George Wright, because I remember, not many of us will remember, but George Wright is a man from this side. George used to put me on bus. When I go to school, I can't and I have to go up every Sunday morning. George Wright used to put me on bus. Until one next time, George Wright start to carry me to school. George Wright no left front door we come here. Understand, George, understand every one of you inside here. Because guess what? He never born up here so I come down. He born down here so I go up. And when he grew up, he don't carry up with him. So understand, so we must support George Wright. Listen to me. We are doing too much to turn it over. We are doing too much to stop it. We are doing too much not to continue the situation. I am saying to you tonight, if you choose Jamaica, then you must choose Christopher Tufton as Minister of Health. If you choose Jamaica, then you must choose Danny Lawrence to represent you in Eastern Westmoreland. If you choose Jamaica, then you have to choose James from Western Westmoreland. If you choose Andrew Holness, you choose in Jamaica. But most importantly, if you believe in yourself, if you know that things are happening for Central Westmoreland, if you know that more things will happen for Central Westmoreland, if you continue to choose Jamaica, then you have to choose George Wright for your candidate to represent you in God's house. So you choose Jamaica, choose George Wright.
Liberate! Tell up tall! Stand tall! Ring your bell when you want the energy! But remember, on that day, the X goes beside the male. One love. One with a winning mentality. South Central St. Catherine's Member of Parliament, a Deputy General Secretary of this labor movement. Are you ready? Dr. Andrew Whitney. Westmoreland, labor rights.
Let me start
Acknowledging
my colleague
on the platform. You know, labor rights, we have been waiting for some time now to have a meeting of this magnitude in Westmoreland. I have a message for your labor rights. If you look at what the other party is putting up against our three candidates in Westmoreland, it is quite clear that they do not have the interests of the people of Westmoreland at heart. Levites, you have a man contesting in Western Westmoreland and another man in Eastern Westmoreland. Two former members of Parliament who served not one, not 2 terms at times in their constituency. They were recently rejected by the people in Hanover and in Centon. In fact, labor rights, one of them born and bred in the Northwest, Centon, and was rejected by his own people. All of a sudden, they find themselves in Westmoreland. The people of Westmoreland must send a clear message to those two rejects that if you can't shine in your yard, you can't go abroad. What can they bring to the people of Westmoreland that they were not able to bring to their hometown in Hanover and Centon? Labor rights, this is something that we must seriously contemplate. If you were rejected, having served 1, 2, and in another case 3 terms, what can you bring to Western Westmoreland and Eastern Westmoreland? We have 2 candidates in Garfield James in Western Westmoreland and Danny Lawrence in Eastern Westmoreland. 2 men who the people know, who have never abandoned the people of Westmoreland, and it will continue to serve the people of Westmoreland.
Now, Levites, there's a third guy. Selector, run a little thing. Run a tune, man. Run a tune. Run a tune. We come to Central Westmoreland. There's this guy that continues to hide in the shadows. He has now been given the name, the Shadow Man. I want to tell you something, Levites. I'm a bit sorry for the Shadow Man, because he has lost his own shadow. Ask yourself this, Levites. What can the Shadow Man bring to the table in 2025? He was there in the election and he won in 2016. Well, he won in 2016, he did, and could not deliver. What can the Shadow Man bring to the table? We don't want no more three-card man. We don't want no more ghosts. We don't want no more hiding in the shadow, Levi, right? We want the real man, the right man, George Wright. Let me just say that. Selector, run it again. Run it again. On the toe back. We have a number of my colleagues who will have to speak. Now, as Deputy General Secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party, I have been tasked to deliver a message to the people of Westmoreland Central. This message is not for labor rights alone. This message is for the people of Central Westmoreland, and by extension, Western and Eastern Westmoreland. People of Westmoreland, look at the quality of representation over the last 5 years. The other side, they have been in power, controlling all 3 constituencies, and at times all the divisions within the parish of Westmoreland. What can they point to as something that they can call an achievement. They say they love the poor, so they continue to keep the people of Westmoreland poor. We are saying to them, we're done with that. Laborers, they keep talking about time come. And nothing is wrong with that, because they are correct that the time come to choose the Jamaica Labour Party. The time come to put Jamaica first. The time come to put George Wright first. The time come for us to make the right choice in voting for the right man, George Wright, Shower, Labour, Right.
Now, play back the song by Wheatley requested. And me never know say, hey Wheatley, why is that? Shake it to the max, shake it to the max. What you hear, listen? You think, sir, Labour Right people them all and cool? If you know what I'm cool, sir, shake
Labour Rights, tonight is a very special night for me. And why tonight is so special is because I'm here tonight to show my workers and my supporters how much I appreciate you all. But Labour Rights, I could not have done all what I have done without the help of the Almighty God, who give me the strength to go through. I just want to acknowledge and thank my beautiful wife, Tanisha Wright, who is here tonight. I want to thank all my children. My children, they are here tonight, right across the audience, and my family who always stand beside me. Now, Labour Rights, as I said earlier, the workers are the backbone of this noble party, the Jamaica Labour Party. And you know, tonight we want to acknowledge them for their hard work and service that they would have given to the Jamaica Labour Party to ensure that the Jamaica Labour Party have a seat in Westmoreland, and not just in central Westmoreland, but we have seat right across the 3 constituencies. Labour Rights, I tell you something. I heard some people saying that the government forget about Westmoreland. But let us rubbish that. Because I remember clearly when the Prime Minister won in 2016, the first road that was built is a road from Ferris to Maxfield. Billions of dollars. And then fast forward, the people of Darliston, Caledonia, Newmarket and them place cry for the return to Darliston Road. What did this Prime Minister do? He gave us roads. Come to Central Westmoreland now. There's a lot of roads that I would have done in this constituency. The Welcome, the Shrewsbury Lockwood. Who here from Shrewsbury Lockwood? You have highway in Shrewsbury Lockwood, not true? Okay. And Bullet Tree, who is here from Bullet Tree? Bullet Tree. And I could name a lot of roads. I say this to say that the Jamaica Labour Party recognize Westmoreland, love the people of Westmoreland, and we will continue to work for the people of Westmoreland. But I've seen over the weeks and months a little man going around taking pictures and showing what have been done and what have not been done. But I would say to that such man, show the people what you have done for the 6.5 years you have been here in Central Westmoreland. And I want to go a little further. I remember when such man won in 2016, he went to Montego Bay to live because he said Westmoreland people they too beggy. You know, remember? And after that, such man resigned from Westmoreland Central. And then after that, he resigned from the People's National Party. But when he heard that Dr. Nigel Clark Yes. So you see, This is just a little fraction of my family. Family is big. More than 2 football fields. So labor rights. As I was saying that, this person, this man, he resigned from the People's National Party and he resigned from Westmoreland Central. So the seat was vacant. But when Dr. Nigel Clark says that MP must get a little raise, we see such man forward back. And guess what? You know, when you can know fake people, you know, because I have been on the ground from ever since, from about 2014, visiting dead yard, visiting funerals, visiting. And when I look, I see this man visiting funerals. He's fake. He's fake. He's not real. And remember now, he ran away from the people of Westmoreland. Now he's back. But I say this, that I am doing the work. And I want to continue to do the work. So what I am asking my workers and my supporters is to continue support George Wright, because I am committed. I am committed to the task. You know, sometimes I have sleepless nights, but I'm sure that you, the people, will appreciate. This government has done a lot for Westmoreland. The farmers benefit, the student benefit, and just to mention about students, last year alone, $13 million went towards tuition. This year, $10 million is going towards tuition. So all the parents who are here, tuition is at the office. Get the letter from the school. You need to get a letter from the school. Address it. The member of parliament. The tuition letter. Address it to the member of parliament. Take it to me. This is the first time in history so much benefit come across to benefit the people. And I tell you what, it's because the debt is paying down, and it's because poverty going down, and it's because Andrew Michael Holness is steering the boat. The third term is loading. You know what? I don't want us to be complacent. Labor rights, we have a lot of work to do. Let us put our difference behind and move forward. I want to pause for a moment to indicate to us that we have lost one of our hard worker from Bully Tree. His name is Jagan, otherwise known as 12. When is the candlelight, mister? Tomorrow night is a candlelight. We need to give support. You know, we have to recognize our fallen soldiers. But, as I said before, tonight is one of the night. And listen, for those who your name is not here on the plaque or the certificate, I will ensure that we find all the labor rights, the hard-working labor rights, those who, even we have to recognize those who have passed, you know, because guess what happened now? They have their children that take up the mantle and carry on. So we have to show the children that we appreciate those that have passed. That's true, Doc. Doc. We have to appreciate them. And guess what? After we serve the plaque and the certificate, we're going to have a little raffle. You know, you're a member of parliament. I love you all. And because of that, tonight again, there will be some raffle here for you, the people of Westmoreland Central. So I would imagine that you would have got your little piece of paper to drop in the box so we can shuffle it, and whatever comes up, that is what you will get. So my liberate, my friends, remember now, the work just begins. And we have to ensure that we have a good leader, which is the Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, doing his third term with George Wright in Central Westmoreland, doing his second term. Thank you.
How you feeling? I must tell you, every time I come to Central Westmoreland, I feel like I want to move to Westmoreland. The vibes is right, and the labor rights them feel good. And Central Westmoreland is going to be the great upsetter. We're sending back the PNP to where they belong. We will provide leadership because the people know that the Labour Party provides better leadership for the parish and for the country. I know we are
here as workers, and I want to begin by congratulating all the labor rights who are present, the hundreds and hundreds of labor rights right here in this auditorium. And I want to specially recognize and congratulate those who have gotten awards. Let's give them a big round of applause. What a lot of people don't know is that democracy requires volunteers. Democracy requires people to give up themselves, to work hard with very little in return, so that all of us in our country can have choices, can make decisions, can have schools and roads and hospitals. It starts with democracy at work. The Labour Party is the party of choice for the people of Jamaica. that is only possible if you, the delegates and the workers, are out there letting people understand what the Labour Party represents. And some of you have been doing it for 30 years, for 40 years, for 50 years. And we must rightfully show our appreciation. And that's what we're here for primarily today. And that's why I say this festive mood is a good thing. It is something we must do more frequently. And I hope that those who have been given awards, those who have been given recognition, really feel good this evening to know that our party is showing them due respect and saying to them, we love you, we appreciate you, thank you for your service. Show it to all those that serve. Let me just be straight, because we've been here long. The people of Central Westmoreland, and it is our job to go out there today, tomorrow, the days after, to help them to understand. They have a choice that is coming up soon in the interest of governance, good representation, and democracy. And I put it a particular way. They have a choice between the right judge and the wrong vase. I want you to listen to me carefully. They have a choice between the right judge and the wrong vase. They have a choice between judge, who is a man of the people. He originates from you. In 2016, he ran, he lost, he never run away. He stayed with you. He ran as councillor and then won to represent a part of Central Westmoreland. The right judge is the man who turns up at the yard unexpected, asking you how you do today. And if you have a loved one who has passed, if not miss the wake, grave digging or the funeral, that is the right judge that is here to represent you. The right judge who some time ago, his spiritual leader, his pastor, tell me, say, this is a man, Judge Wright, who go to church every Sunday, who asks God for guidance, who asks for forgiveness if he do wrong, and is always trying to be a better person to represent you, the people of Central Westmoreland. The right judge who don't give I and I a break as Minister of Health. Always whispering in the ears in the parliament, what else can we do for the people of Central Westmoreland? Inconsistent, and it's always about you. And I can say so as a truth, because even when he did out in a purgatory a little bit, remember when he used to sit down by himself in a parliament? You know what, like here and there? And we are watching, we say, "Don't get discouraged." And we are watching, we say, "We don't throw the towel in." Well. He is in your face, talking hard for the people of Central Westmoreland, no matter what. That's why I say he's Judge Right, but he's also the right judge for the job of Central Westmoreland. It is partly, and importantly partly, because of his representation, that in the next 2 weeks or so, I, as Minister of Health and Wellness, as part of the Andrew Holness administration, will be back here in Westmoreland unveiling the largest expansion of the Sablamar Hospital that we have seen in the last 50 years. And this is not just election talk. This is not any pretty up anything. In 2 weeks' time, we're going to come back. We're going to invite some of you. We're going to invite others. The architectural designs are completed. The costings are completed. We're going to build on the land next door to A&E, right on the hospital compound, a very large new accident and emergency with areas for more people, with diagnostics, with health services. And we are going to convert the existing A&E to add more beds. The people who are waiting for a bed can have more access to bed and better service. John Wright has appropriately provided leadership and representation for the people, not just of Central Westmoreland, but Westmoreland, the parish. That's why I say he's the right judge and the other man is the wrong boss. Make sure to protect and get the right judge. Workers, delegates, the orange people are great pretenders. They are great pretenders. They take you for granted. They have taken the people of the parish of Westmoreland for granted. If not, you would have been much better off as a developed parish. Let me tell you why I say that, because I don't talk loosely. Since 1944, universal adult suffrage, when we as Jamaicans had the right to choose our leaders, 71 years now, the PNP, orange people, have had 42 of those 71 years to provide leadership for the parish of Westmoreland and here in Sablamar. They have had the majority of the time. Now, you benefited from the sugar industry, and there was a time when sugar was king, and most people were employed to grow or benefited from the revenues that were generated. But as sugar and cane farming declined, those people, the orange people who had the chance to recognize it and do something about it, did nothing. They just kept on going, and going, and going, until it came to a grinding halt. We should have used the days of sugar being king to do much more development in the parish of Westmoreland. That's just a fact. And they had more time to do it than anybody else. It took the Labour Party to come in office. I remember because I was Minister of Agriculture at the time. For 4 years under Bruce Golding, we negotiated to secure the funding through the EU and GOJ funding to to begin a process of transformation. Transformation meaning talking to the farmers, talking to the workers. I've been down here several times having meetings, giving support for their children to go to school, giving them land to continue in business, whether agriculture or otherwise, retraining some of them to do other things. It was a tough time. It was a tough time. Because it became so sudden, because nothing happened early, that it was a difficult transition. And people suffered in the process because of the suddenness of the transition, even though the writing was on the wall for a long time. And that's why I say, the PNP, the Orange people, they don't know vision. And the Labour Party is always called upon to rescue the day. Now what has happened since sugar has declined? It is under this Labour Party government that started 9 years ago, where we have started to see other industries emerging in the parish of Westmoreland. You have now the largest solar energy farm in the country, a $600 million energy solar plant, which is just down the road there. You may not know fully why that is important, but with that will attract other kinds of investment. And it is a very significant expenditure, not to mention those who may work there. But beyond that, previous to now, young people used to travel from Westmoreland to Montego Bay to work in the business processing outsourcing. Today, we have our very own private investment business process outsourcing facility in Nandilo that will hire somewhere in the region of 700 workers, creating a new industry right here in the parish of Westmoreland. And that's just the start. That's just the start. Because there are other things that are being developed and will evolve. But it needs a good government and a good member of parliament to lead the process. And that's why I say that we here in this room must make sure we go out and tell the people in the community why it is important to keep the right charge and reject the wrong bars. Very important. I go one step further. There was a time when people didn't afraid to cross the border in Westmoreland because they think it was not safe. Not me, because I have no friend down there and we love the barrier. But said Westmoreland had a crime problem like the rest of Jamaica. You want to know where we are now in terms of decline in major crimes year over year today? We are 55% down this year in terms of murder when compared to last year. That is a major success by this administration. It means 34 less murders to date than took place last year. So last year this time, 34 more people would have been murdered. Police and policing and good policing and resourcing the police has been having an impact. Other crimes are done too. Shootings is down 55%. Rape is down 77%. Robbery 17%. What am I saying? Favorites. I am saying that under Andrew Holness, under the leadership of your member of parliament, Westmorelanders are safer today than they have ever been, and that is the basis on which good representation should be done and should continue. The problem with the orange people is that they come up with spurious arguments to play on people's emotions, to play on their fears, hoping that they will get elected that way. They don't have a plan for this country. In fact, when I listen to them, and they talk about what they're going to do with health, it's all about tearing down and criticizing and playing on the fears and on the emotions of the Jamaican people. To the point where they're prepared to discredit the very technocrats who work in health, the doctors, the nurses, the policy writers, not just me, in order to get state power. They are reckless in some of the comments. Let me give you one example which has been dominating the news recently. This issue, very unfortunate issue, read the babies at Victoria Jubilee Hospital. All of a sudden, the PNP has a theory about call for resignation, and start comparing what happened in 2015 with what has transpired here in 2025. You know, I've avoided saying much on the matter because out of respect for the families, I believe that some things we should not bring into a political cas arrangement because they may not feel the pain, but they amplify it with the kind of rhetoric that they keep talking about. But I think it's important that we do not allow them to get away with their recklessness. And so I very advisedly want to say a few things on the matter. First of all, their comparison with 2015 when they were there and 2025 is a wrong comparison, a misguided comparison. None of us on our side, certainly not me, has ever made a statement about babies not being babies in the real sense. That was the most insensitive comment that any political leader or policy maker could have made, as was made by the then Minister of Health in 2015. In fact, when they criticized Prime Minister about his call then for their resignation, they should also contextualize and recognize that it's not only the Prime Minister, then opposition leader Andrew Olison called for their resignation. The country was in outrage. The country called for their resignation. And they had no choice but to act. That's a very different thing from where we are now. In fact, we have learned from their mistake, from the errors of their ways, and they seem to be still haunted by the nightmares of 2015. We're not going to go down that road. Our position is very clear. We empathize, we sympathize, and we must give support to those who are going through the trauma of the experience of premature risks and premature deaths. All of Jamaica must see this as a tragedy that we must try to avoid. The system that we have been working to build back, having succeeded them in 2016, is aimed at addressing these risks. This is a risk, by the way, that's not unique to Jamaica. It is a global risk. And we have systems when these risks occur to intervene, to cauterize, and hopefully try to eliminate. This government has spent nearly $4 billion on primary health care renewal, building out health centers since 2016, 138 health centers. A lot of people don't make the connection between building out health centers, equipping them with more doctors and nurses, more community health aides, more services, better environment, and the outreach that is necessary to visit and to treat with our pregnant women. There is a direct relationship. Because a big part of reducing that risk is to reach out in the communities, is to get our pregnant women to go to the health centers, to see their doctor, to assess their current health status. If they are hypertensive, to control the high blood pressure. If they are diabetic, to deal with the diabetes. That is what reduces the risk of premature births and the possibility of death. Yes, hospital services have to be good at it too. We have to have the equipment, we have to have the people. This is what we have also been working on, by equipping our hospitals and adding more staff and more positions to staff the units. So I say to the Orange people, don't mix us up with your nightmare of 2015. You weren't even prepared to acknowledge that there's a problem. You even classified the unfortunate deaths as being not babies in the real sense. And we should, and did, and will always condemn you for that misguided leadership. And the resignation was well deserving. And the change of government in 2016 was the right thing to do by the people of Jamaica. We will continue to press on. We will continue to work hard. We have a report. That report wasn't written by me. That report was written by the technocrats at the regional level, assessed by the chief medical officer in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. When they come out and criticize a report that's written by the technical people, they're actually saying the technical people telling them lies. That is the nature of the Orange people and how desperate they are for state power. We must call on the people of Central Westmoreland, call on the people of Jamaica to charge them with recklessness and reject them at the polls and give this government, led by Andrew Holness, an opportunity to continue to provide leadership, because that leadership is resounding to the improvement of public health infrastructure and public health services. So labor rights, we have to stay the course. We have to keep focused. If George Wright, the right George, won in the past, he can win again. If George Wright, the right George, has stayed with you even through his trials and tribulations, he will stay with you in good times and in bad times in the future. If George Wright, having traveled the length and breadth of Central Westmoreland, understand all of you, know your family, know your friends, know your fears and uncertainties, and know the development that they must get, we must bring to the parish of Westmoreland. If he did it already, he's the best man to do it again. So I want you to have confidence in your abilities to perform. I want you to leave today as a family of Labour Party soldiers, protecting our democracy, rejecting the rhetoric and the recklessness, and focusing on the job at hand. That job is the canvas. That job is the worker training. That job is carrying the message to the people. Because trust me when I tell you, the people love George Wright. The people respect George Wright. They know he's the right George. And they want to give him another term. But we mustn't take anything for granted. It is our efforts that will put him there. It is our efforts that will keep him there. And it is our efforts that will help to build back and continue to build this great parish of Westmoreland. Any miss in that will mean that we're going back. And we don't have no back to go. One way we go, forward, forward,